Thank you very much. I think we have more of that, but of course, I think I would be giving the microphone to you now for the orientation part. Thank you, sir.
Thank you so much. So that video just shows you our work culture and the environment that we are in at the company. So right now, I am very pleased to introduce to you to our mentors over here. So we will start with telling their stories and their career advice for you all and their success story at the company or the career that they have taken. And later on, once they're done, you can ask them your questions. So if you have any questions that just feel free to just bring them up later on. All right. So first of all, I'm going to give the microphone to Kit. Kit to say his spiel. So please welcome Kit.
Hello guys, I'm Kit Michael Bagaras, just call me Kit. And hindi naman Bisaya her or English. Basta maka-express ko sa So, I've been in the company for almost 3 years or more than. Nakalimot na ako in counting. Then, I'm a senior full stack developer, software, so end-to-end. Then, I think learn hunger for knowledge. So, from my previous job, I think I'm a C# or C#.net is P.net, like that. So I forgot 3 years ago. Then when I was applying or to other company, then that was pandemic, right? COVID. So when applying on the Dinamarca, I was told that I have experience for 9 months of developing web. So but I said to my interviewer that I would like to start from the start, and from zero to the bottom. So I don't want to take my experience from my previous job because I want to learn more. Anything in the IT industry is like so wide. So itong part na mapokay ba ang JavaScript na HTML pa sa C#. Pag so na ako sa Denmark, it was a server, pwede siya ma-servers. So that's why na-amaze ko. So then after that, almost in a platform team, we've been tackling more than 10 tech. So JavaScript, React, Node.js, Nest, Express, Socket.io, Kafka, anything else. So I think because of the Dinamarca, I have more than these skills. Even though that I did not master all of it, but visually they're all the same when just like Googling and taking some references to styling. Yeah, thanks to Google and Stack Overflow, guys, wag din natin. So, wag din na problem. So, search lang Google, but I usually copy-paste. I-type lang kung tunahan mo, then actually, if makita mo mga code, ayaw lang yun like copy-paste sometimes. Actually, for me, in IT industry and coding or computer system, I'm a real-life scenario guy. So everything that moves around the application or computers, same as, I think human and computers is almost the same. Not like power with these emotions, computer emotionless. When I power computer na pass naka-write or read, right? So that's why nag-scenario real life situation na same thing, nabuhat ng computer, nabuhat ng application, web, all of it, because of us. So that's why pag-yet na mga kaibaw pa ito kung sa mga laing tech. So that's why dili pa ko kanang kampante or satisfied sa akong learn. Dili pa ko mo tackle step forward, step up. So that's why nara ko saying self na be happy in what you do best. Okay, always if happy kasi mo gibuhat, wala ka bantay, grow na ka. So for almost 3 years, wala akong kabantay na senior na like ko. So almost, ngayon ba, no, tapos pa 5 years, 6 years. Because of the micro, gitagaan ko way or ganang knowledge na to learn things, which is Sir Bon, my head senior, engineer pa ko. So, tanan, mga, let's say, we have things or have saying that you can use ninjutsu on that too. Like, yeah, like tumbling, like that. Like tumbling means looping around data or something, passing like that, parameters. So you can learn things in as the ninjutsu guy, Mr. Bon. Thank you, sir. And also, then I think now it's the hunger and nara ko delete sa part na sa code ako naka-learn. Naka-learn sa environment na to handle pressure and stress and anything na outside sa field. Para karon, i-push ko na ako. Kulbaan ba ako? Talking ko rin ito karon. So, at I think was enough ko ma-express yun na maka-learn mo guys through us. Even though na nakaisota na maka-learn nga mistakes man god. Na yung mga issue, makasulat ng issue, di ba? Or ganang problem sa coding. If di mo makakita ng problem, Stack Overflow. Pero yun na i-tackle minute by minute, maka-learn na rin mo. That's why issue make us stronger. Yeah, problem makes us stronger. Pero sa ako to code, issue man. Always man issue. That's why sa among team, mag-CEO, I love issues. Always issues kay, di ako learn like, from now, myself, naka-achieve ko na since start my junior na mo-ask sa issue ni sir. Sa problem ni sir. Magkaiba daw ko so like, well, na-miss lagi ko pero kuwang pa. Hindi pa ako magtagaw so hindi pa ako makataon ni Sir Borg. Kaya pag-tech outside sa atong industry. Even though software, hardware, ganahin mo handle na. Muna sa lamawasan sa DNA Micro, hindi like software. Like near future, we did not handle of hardware or something like that. So, I think that's all guys. And thank you sa inyong paana. Nawa,
Thank you so much, Kit. So you just heard that it is important to have the hunger to learn, and then the perseverance to do the things that you really love, and for you to succeed, you have to have those qualities, and that drive should not really wane or will. So next is our senior mobile developer, Shem Alexis Chavez. He's been with the company for 5 years or 6 years already. So, kung ano siya, Master Jun siya.
So, good afternoon guys. So, I'm Shem Alexis Chavez. I'm a senior mobile developer in DNA Micro, and I think I'm almost 6 years in a DNA, in the company rather. So, sa akong puligo, kung disulti ang introduction, So, naghanap ang history na ako. So, as you, same sa inyo guys, I'm a student before. So, sa running. Pag student ako, sige ako pamupya. Okay, para makarelate mo ba? Sige, pamupya. Diyan ako nakarealize pag after ako mag-graduate ko, kinangulan ko mo step in. So, pag-apply na ako sa DNA kay wadi ko yung tool nga gida kay lagi, sige ako happy. Pero ang nakanindot at to kay katong na time kay ang DNA Micro kay kanang mo pa pagsugod ba? Mo siya start up, so ang DNA karon kay ang empleyado ay mga 150 na kabuk niya katong time kay less than 20 po sila pag-apply na ako. So, mo ito mga nihanggaw na ako sa senior na ako ito nga if pwede nga tagaan ko niya chance nga to prove myself, ganahan di ko ani kay industry nga kibaw ko nga i-trust ko to ani nga industry nga mo-boom yun in the future which is past 5 years karon ang kaya mga programmer kay mga dato na so ako bitaw ka nang in reality, kawantay mo, dili kinaingon nga kanang giving, ano ba, kanang palami ba. So, ginaano mo dato, okay? Ano yun, kaya kayo, since nga, naano din mo ano nga course, kay ayaw, kanang bitang, kanang mag-IT lang, ipadayon yun, kay, din na nga, madato mo. So, napo yung next part. Ang inspirational speech kay. So, ang inspirational speech kay kato, di ba, ni-mention mo si circuit nga kanang copy and paste. So, kato ako lang ito siyang dugangan. Di ba, normally kay bakit mo ito sa overflow kay mo man yun ay kanang ihatag na tayo ng answer nimo. Pero if mo copy and paste ka kay dapat kanang imong i-copy kay isakto sa ninyo. Before sa mo copy paste kay basta sa mong documentation kay kasara na bantayan ako ng mga fresh grad kay kana grabe na ako confident pero wala sila kay pause sa Word which is nasa documentation. So siya pag ilagan mo mga framework na naibawan diyan, hindi mo kasabot sa pinakauna, useless gihapon. Kaya nagbuhat mo niya o di mo kasabot. Niya magka-issue kay ang most approach kay trial and error which is pati kayo take time man lang kay baka sa problem so akin i-fix tayo na yung fix kay kanang permanent fix dili ingon nga hot fix lang ba. So ata importante nga ayan ninyo sa kani kanang dili ta kanang big importance sa kanang pag-learn sa mga core. Like for example, kung kay kung namutanan mo JavaScript mo niya dahil kay mga kanang sikat nga mga framework or like React up mo. Ito lang mo JavaScript kundi, yawali mo kayo sa mga basic to. So, inyong pasangin for example, ang issue sa React, which is na sa JavaScript sa inyong code. So, tagat na yung ginaan mo dato, i-apply mo sa dili, ako sa mga badato ko, badato ang inyong kanang knowledge ba? May knowledge is power. So, guys, thank you.
Alright, thank you so much. So the lesson really is do not be afraid to ask for help whenever you're stuck with something else, mga issue man diha, and do not be afraid to really push, break through your limits, kumbaga. That's the core message of it all. So next is our UI mentor, our senior software UI developer or software engineer at Micro, Jafet Victoria.
Okay, good afternoon guys. So, before I start, I'll introduce myself. I'm Shoflat and I'm working within a Micro 2 years. Almost. And in total, in the IT industry, I work in total 6 years. So currently in the Micro, but I'm happy in working there. So it's an honor to be as well a speaker today. So and ako na yung pinaka-best nila. Yeah, joke lang. Si Master Kate, then ako yung kalas. Pero ang God, si Sir Bon. So, before I became a software engineer, so, students ako sa una lundog, and cutting, diba? Make sure na sa ito. And then, my college life was never easy. It was very tough because I came from the poor family and my parents could not sustain my finance, so I decided to apply a scholarship program in the university in Leyte. I'm from Leyte. And thankfully, I became a varsity and the school provided all the expenses, the fees, and with the help of my brother, I graduated in IT, VR and programming. Thanks God. Paksoy. And then, ako yung story, ang story, I applied this in everything, what I do in my life, and also in my work. So if you want to hear, kasi ganan mo, please raise your hand. Please. Wala. So this story is about a frog. I know some of you are already heard this one, but gusto rin ko na i-share. Kasi before when I was student sa nga muna share this story sa among dean of our university. So the story is about the frog. Bakit ba? Bakit na? And then, ang frog kay kuan ka daw na race ba race. Kinsa pa na mo abot sa tower itak na ay sa top sa tower maka-reach dito sa top mo siya daog. So imagine what is the capability of the frog? Can jump, yes. Can swim, kailangan mo sila. But climb, I don't think so. So so race na start. Pag start sa race, climb ng mga frogs pa daw sa bubong. And then ang upan kay naog, kay stop sila in the middle of the tower. Di pa kaya kay frog robet ta. Kita lang tamo maka-climb data dito ba? So stop ang upan, but consistent na frog. It's so easy, bubong na talaga. Until nasa 3/4 sa tower, mga gamay na lang sila, mga 10 or less. Anto na di usa ka frog nga hingabot dito sa top. Siya rin usa hingabot. And then siya winner, of course. Then pag naman, the interviewee asked the frog, "Hello, Mr. Frog, what is your secret nga naabot mo ka sa top?" But the frog didn't reply. What are you replying, frog? Wala siya yung tingong interview. Tingong. Then the interview asked again, "Frog, Mr. Frog, what's your secret mo na abot mo ka sa top?" And then wala yung reply. And then nice friends sa frog hinto all na sir, di siya kabatik. So, ang frog ay yung ayang koan, hindi siya kabatik. It's a diff. So, what is the lesson of the story? Hindi may baki ha? So, ang the lesson of today kay koan ay sa hatan o sa batong koan na koan kana we'll never stop doing until we reach our goal. No matter what they say, whatever they tell you, isa una ito na ko ha. Di na kayo manjukit kay wala na, pupuli na sila, hindi na siya. But dapat consistent ko sa mga na no, bahala ko sila, ikaw nila, padayon ko, bisaging anila ko. So I hope na nakalearn mo to ito sa story. I-apply niya sa iyong kinukuhan, sa iyong career, and son, what to. And then, napoy tips for you. So, I know soon, may mga professional, start na working sa iyong career. So, how lang i-advise niyo is to be passionate in what you do. Okay, kung di ka passionate sa imong gibuhat, walay sense. Okay, let's say, ako, ang passion kay doon tennis niya. So, gawin ka sa mama. So, pag hugas ng plato na ito, pagkapoy, yung gaganahan ng plato, pero doon, yung tennis magkapon niya. Di ba, nindot, kung kapoy. Yung physical kapoy, but yung mental, dili. So, be passionate. Love what you do. And second is, go ahead, take notes. Take notes. Even small or how big or small that information na ito nila, mga masters, just take it notes kay soon, mapanay mo kung saan ito gitulo ni Sir Shem? Dito sa notes, isuwat lang ako. Okay. So then number 3 is never stop learning. Because if you stop learning, you stop growing daw. So never stop learning even you are sa mga higher position or lower position. Just go ahead, never stop learning. And then the fourth one is teamwork. Because great things are never done by one person. It's done by a team. And even Apple, Windows, I know one idea, but it's done by the team. And lastly, be humble. Be humble. So if reach in life, just be humble. Okay. At the end of the day, mga person, mga human that. So that's it. I hope you learned something from me, and good afternoon once again.
Yes, thank you, Jacket, for that very inspiring message. So, the core message, again, is all about pursuing what you really want with passion, with candor, and with the drive to really get there. And regardless of what people tell you, regardless of the challenges you're facing, you have to push through. Kay diha lang makita nimo ang imong growth. That's where your growth will start. Okay? So remember that whatever people tell you is none of your business. Your business is yourself, your success, and your passion for your growth. Okay? So to end this is going to be our CTO, Bon Kanisha, Master Juni Kaayo. Whatever you ask him, nadyo siya answer. So, please welcome Bon Lazaga.
Hello, good afternoon everyone. Actually I didn't prepare a speech for today because I was just informed that I was going to be talking today. So here it goes from the heart. So I'm Bon. Everyone calls me in the office Bon, Bonner. But I'm just another guy in the office. They call me CTO for whatever reason. I started with IT Help Desk actually. We started actually not too far from with Shem. We actually came from the same school together and we were just about 15, 16 people at that time. And then, all of a sudden, one thing led to another and we're here. Okay, but enough about me. I just to change pace a bit. I want to know about you guys. This is computer science course, right? So, who among here are IT students? Raise your hand. Wow, majority. Computer science students. Okay, computer science. Okay. Engineering, computer engineering. Wala. Okay. Okay. Wala engineering din eh. Tignan mo yung good engineering ang fail po. But, ang intro lang ako, for you to share is, let's see, sa minute. Can anyone tell me what is technology for you? On definition lang. Kasi na yung on definition sa kanang kung saan ang technology.
Hello? Anyone?
Definition lang. Ayun, pwede lang i-google. Ay, wala ba? Ha?
Smart thinking. Ay, wala. Sige man, kinsa mo ang kuan?
For me, it's changeable because the digital age is nagcha-change siya for me.
Change up your me. Kinsa may lalaki? Good answer to actually.
Kinsa mo ang kuan?
Hazel.
Hazel.
Consider it na
You.
technical interview na yan.
So, what's your name? Kizeo. Okay, here's Kizeo.
Isaiah, parang mo, what's technology?
Technology enables ideas to become reality.
Para sa mo, vision. Reality.
Nagbasa ba ni siguro sa among website, no?
Nakatoon dito. Dito siya.
So, who else? Who else?
Sige, one last.
Yep, ikaw, Joe. Ikaw, assistant mo tika ron.
Actually, technology is an application of science through innovation.
Application of science application, good answer.
Okay, that's it for USC.
Yeah.
Oo.
Sige. So, if you ask me, personally lang, at the same time, ang akong field sa akong study here is, I don't consider myself a CS, IT engineer. Akong content ako, body scientist here. Why? Because technology for me is the marriage between science and engineering. So, science defines what is possible. Engineering makes everything possible through science. So, with those two, once mag-abot na sila, magkasinabot na sila duha, great things can happen and that's when technology happens. That's how innovation happens. So, na parts na science sa una na wata kay bao, karon kibaw na ta. We engineer around it. So, all of a sudden, nanakay tubig, nanakay kuryente, nanakay math, nanakay logic. So, everything revolves around those two. And the core of my message here is that regardless if asa mo na na background. Even when I started, I didn't even consider na mag-IT ko or engineering. Akong gunaon na ato kay wala, mo may scholarship na may scholarship na hindi ko ganahan by vision. So ang akong giko na ginako is stick to your first principles, similar to the scientific method yun. So in anything you do, in anything that you want to learn or understand, learn what are the rules around it. So, for example, when it comes to math, ibaw ka na mag-add ka mo, daghan, minus ka, subtract. Make rules around it, define kung sa'yo kaya buhaton, and then create techniques na ikaw rin ibaw or ma-share mo para mas masayon pa. Like, mga algorithm, mga quadratic formulas, mga Pythagorean theorems, nga na ba? Para to enable you to build better stuff faster. One of the problems man good na atong masugatan jud, since time immemorial wise, we spend most of our time doing the science without the engineering. And then sometimes we have engineers that don't know the science behind. That's currently one akong karon akong personal na mission na di ko ganahan o kita og developers that doesn't know their core principles, ilang science, computer science, ilang computer science, ilang information tech. Wasa kabawaan na gamit lang framework kay moingon silang company, gamit lang og kanang kuan kay moingon sa client. So the secret jud na di mo kailangan Stack Overflow is learn your first principles. If you know your first principles, then you can deduce the problems. Like for example, na kay problem na complicated case yan. So how would you break those down? You break those down is that, okay, based sa kanina problem, unsa may mga possible di. So, possible ba rin akong buhaton ni? Kung di siya possible, na by way around this, nganong nahitabo ni siya in the first place. Thinking from those going forward, makabantay na jud ka na. Di na kabantay, di na ka mag-Stack Overflow. Ikaw na mismo na mag-unahuna na sa mong problems na ba din. Ang core dyan nga is kanang ang secret din mo sa success yun is as long as you stick to your core, stick to your gut, what you know is true, what the science says is true, stick to it. If anyone tells you otherwise, they better have the proof na sayo ang imong gikuan. Then on the other side sa dana side is like our team said is be humble. How can you be humble about these kinds of things? Sample of humbling moments, like the most kwanjin mo na makagrow jud ka is be humble enough to accept na pwede po ka masayo. Oftentimes man good na kanang mag-think na to ba na kabaw na ta sa tanang first principles, kabaw na ta sa tanang rules. And ang may tabuan na good, it creates hubris na ay based ako nabawaan di na possible ang imong gisulti. Pero wata kay baw na dali siya lain way. Be humble enough to try na if ang technique possible ba or bago ba na science. That is how you create new technology. That's how you innovate. Like ang mentor na ko, ang boss, ang yan, Permigi Disulti. What is the difference between success and rest? What is the difference in percent-wise or quantity-wise? The percent or quantity-wise na difference between success and the rest is only 1%. Because, bahala kung sa na percent, 80% mga tao successful, the rest successful. Ang kanang 81% is sila ang na-edge, sila ang na-technology, kay sila ra ang ni-dare o think different. Na, ni-accept, itanaw sila sa science, ang uban, yan, hindi mo na pwede niya gibuhat. Pero kanis lang 1%, what if they, ako ni buhaton? What if they kanin pwede? What if ako na siya kasimbolon in this way? So, kawan tayo kasi, yan ba na, software engineering na company niya, ang quality first principles. But it's really a matter of sticking to your guts and be humble to accept that you could be wrong. And I think that's about it. Thank you very much, guys.
Thank you so much, Bon. So that's it. Who here knows about these first principles? Kahiba mo? Okay, so I guess not. This is first principles is one of the mental models which will help you develop your thinking, develop your mindset. So mental models, there are 100 mental models, but one of the core mental models is first principles, and then there is inversion, and then mental map. Maps are not the way, kumbaga. Those things you should right after sa inyong interview try to look into them because it will help you develop your mindset. Once you go through sa inyong internship, sa inyong professional career in the future. So, naaray fsmodules.com. So, I hope you try to search for those kay para pag enter nyo naanan mo yung edge aside from the learnings that you have here, aside from the learnings that you will get from the company, naapod mo yung kanang mental models which will help you develop your mindset as an innovator, not just a software engineer. You are going to be innovators of our of Cebu City. You will help in developing the IT industry here. So with that, this concludes our introductions sa atong mentors. And if you have questions, please do raise them para these people can help you, guide you, and answer some of those questions, help you, widen your perspective. Okay? So, kinsa may naay questions? Go. Don't be afraid to ask. Even the most stupid questions, you seem to think that those questions are stupid, but for other people, that might be, insightful or helpful. All right. So, wala may kuan. Kanang already smart, kumbaga. All right. Sige, questions? Anyone? Okay. Do you have a question? Yes, what's your name? Abby.
My question is, when it comes to productivity, how do you handle when it comes to deadline and knowing that there will be new people coming in, so how would you be able to handle those, especially for us who don't have experience working with full technology and the tools that you'll be using?
All right, thank you so much for that very nice question. Who is going to answer that? Okay, here you go, si Bon.
So when it comes to productivity, so when it comes to productivity, it always helps to have a goal. So the very first thing you do for you to be able to know that you are productive is to actually set a goal for yourself. Not just for yourself also, but you would have managers that would set your goals for you, for your team. Why is a goal necessary or requirement yun na siya? Kaya without a goal, isang asa pa ka pa doon, you wouldn't know you are productive. You wouldn't know na paatras na day ka, you wouldn't know na pakilit pa day ka. So you wouldn't know where to go. So that goal would define asa ka pa doon. And how you measure productivity is how you are able to get to that goal in a certain amount of time or then some amount of time or resources or imong goal, if imong goal makaton, pila mo nakatunan or kasi mo nakatunan. At the end of the day, every one of us have different goals. But when it comes to team Jude, as long as your team is aware of the shared na goal ninyo, I don't think there's going to be an issue with productivity as long as makinabangay lang nyo ba don't toward the same goal. The only issue that you're gonna run into with productivity is when you don't agree on a goal. Because that would lead to misunderstanding and that would lead to collisions. Like, for example, you agree na mag-abot mo ani na place, ani na time. Pag anak kay na-disagree mo, ni anak mo, di siya ganahan, kay ganahan ka siya mas doon sa ilaha. Pero ang ending na noon is, naiuban sa inyong group niya ato dito, pero siya na siya dito. And even if siya lang niya to, as long as dili mo kumplito sa team, you're never done. You need to do everything as a team, no man gets left behind. Wala siya.
Okay, was that? Alright. Okay, thank you so much, Bon, and thank you so much, Abby, for your question. So, another question? Anyone? Okay, here is Hizeo.
What do you expect from us interns?
Very nice question. So, who's going to answer that? Okay, go on.
Of course, we expect you to learn. So, actually, this is something that our CEO and I have shared since time immemorial din nagsugod ko sa DNA Micro is that we saw the IT landscape today sa Philippines and even dito sa Cebu. And we thought to ourselves na we are as capable as everyone outside. Our boss is an immigrant sa US man, so he knows how it feels na ma-left out po dito sa US. And with all the racism o kanang kung ano yung madunggan sa news, we've been through that. We've been kanang more discriminate ba na ay ika na sa Philippines na product, so expect ang bad thing. Or ika na sa kuan dili na siya US product. And even kita maka-discriminate ay China mo na, di ba? So it's normal, but we set our goal dun. One is to innovate dun sa industry na to make software a utility rather than a luxury, and two, make developers successful regardless if asa sila. So this is actually one of the things na kung gihangyo dun niya sa una pa mo itong nanamag 2018. Di pa ko si Tio ato. And mo na akong gihangyo dun niya na aside sa kanang mga people na mo join nato na we get them to a successful place, even if dili sa among benefit, basta as long as kibaw mi na out there namin mga gitrain na kibaw mi na masuccessful sila based sa among gitudlo, mura din ang mga expectation. That's all we ask.
Alright, thank you so much, Bon. So, I know our expectation, our expectation for you is to only have one thing, and that's the drive to learn. Okay, because lahi jud ang the industry needs, and the industry needs right now are somehow different. There is some it coincides what the academy teaches coincides with the industry needs, but there are still lacking parts. So once you get into the company, I hope you will have an open mind to learn new things. Okay, maura man na apan. That's the goal. One of the goals sa company, to be able to help you guys, young people, to succeed in whatever path you create. All right. So another question. Who? You? Lady in. Anyone else? Any questions? Any more questions? Mga kuaman siguro rin sila no. Very quiet. Shy type. Without anything else, from the faculty, do you have any questions for our team members?
Please na natin tagay exam.
Alright, so wala naman siguro. So thank you so much for the questions, and we will proceed with the interview. Okay, thank you so much, Sir Ginawana, for this opportunity to get to know your students here. I hope na we the drive, the passion to become very successful in this industry. Okay, to Sir Richie.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much, everyone. Round of applause, please. Okay. So, the interview process will take place at the Learning Commons, okay, over here. So, with personnel to assist you as you wait for your respective turns. So, thank you very much, everyone, for your usual cooperation to DNA Micro Software Incorporated. Thank you so much. I think we have people outside to guide our guests for the Learning Commons here, just next to our venue. That ends today's MOA signing and internship orientation between the University of Southern Philippines Foundation and DNA Micro Software Incorporated. You can now proceed to the Learning Commons for the interview. Thank you very much, and always stay safe.